Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew Small, and today I'm going to be discussing as to why men's mental health is important and what you can do to help. I've chosen this topic for speaking because I believe that as a society, we can not only help our brothers in arms, but also those around us. Additionally, everything that I will be discussing today applies to everyone, not just men. Additionally, this subject has a darker tone to it, and I ask that you try to listen to it. If it becomes too much to bear, I understand. I'll be discussing three critical areas in this talk that'll be being social norms, the perception of what a man is, and not knowing what to ask to help. Let's go ahead and get creative a little bit here and create a mental image of what the perfect stereotypical man is. Most of us here imagine someone who's strong, handsome, or maybe someone we know. Today I'm here to tell you that looks are deceiving, and that men, especially men, hide their true state. How can you change the norms of society? With one step at a time. Taking that first initial step of asking, are you okay? Are you really okay? That one simple icebreaker can set the boundaries of what can be a revolutionary conversation. And it may be on a level that individual may not even realize. It may take first couple tries, it may take a lifetime, but persistence is key. At some point, you will break through those social norms, that being that men have to keep to themselves or solve problems on their own. Stated in the website title, Men's Suicide Statistics, Understanding Higher Rates Among Men, it reads, men account for 75% to 80% of deaths by suicide. Research shows that mental illness is one of the most important risk factors for suicide. More than 90% of people who die by suicide struggle with their mental health and or addiction. By heads up, guys. And over here you can see the statistics. This is the 80% of men's suicide against the 20% of women's suicide. And these are the men's rates for suicide, 90% of them being towards those that have mental health and or addiction issues, and the 10% over there are non-identifiable with any of those. Ultimately, it's up to us to break down the idea that men can't seek help. If we can start that movement, then we can start alongside men to help others better understand what a man truly is inside. You see, we as men are thought to not only we as men are taught what a man should be, not only through others, but also through social media and the books that we read. That men are meant to take on the world, to be strong enough to head into battle, and that we have to solve our own problems alongside others. And oftentimes, we do that all too well. A quote that rings well to me while I was researching this is by a voice actor of all things, by the name of Peter Quellen, the voice actor of Optimus Prime. He says, "Be strong enough to be gentle." If we can live by those words, I truly believe that we, as men, can rebuild the idea of what a man truly is. Now that we've gotten a better understanding of how men can be without the taxing social perception, let's take a look at what we can ask to help. Often due to the stigmatism surrounding men, they will delay or deny that they need help, and in many cases going as far as to set their entire personality around it. For example, found in the article, Males and Mental Health Stigma, it reads, even with various mental health treatment modalities available, there is a disproportionate difference between the number of males experiencing mental health disorders and those seeking treatment. Stated by Chapman. Men often find themselves in positions feeling like there is nowhere else to go, feeling as though the outlets that are widely known to them wouldn't fit their needs. That is why I give you these resources to help you better understand what to ask to help. Phrases like, are you okay? Are you really okay? You won't be less of a man if you aren't. can be honest with me? And most of all, are you having a difficult time with anything? Men, we can help you. There are some amazing resources out there to help you. Alongside understanding people, you just have to let us walk with you. And we are more than willing to help. I'll leave this last slide up here. I ask that you take a picture of it so that you may be able to take it home with you. We've talked about a lot about some fairly real hard truths, but the talks, both big and small, have been proven to show signs of improvement. As shown in one of the best resources I've found thus far, that being Man Theory, a website, and also an app. They went as far as to get a critical trial done to study whether or not what they have provided works. Done by the Fear et al. Research team in partnership with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services and the creators of Man Therapy, it reads, given the improvement in both groups over time, the researchers concluded that interactive websites should be considered as a strategy to engage men, improve their health and well-being, and prevent fatalities through the targeted mental health services and suicide treatment. These services work if you'll work with them. I implore you to. It would seem that my time is getting close towards its end. So I'll leave you with a quote of my own. That being, it's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to not be okay for long.